That want the person there, but y'all.
The NFL Sports brings us to
I know
North
that wasn't
Carolina
even the person I was
Bank
talking
of
about.
America Stadium here in Charlotte.
Oh no, it said your, hold on. It said that your wish menu was out of sync. Something was out of sync. You brought to resend it to me again. You don't gotta set it to private. You can let it stay like it is. I mean, I don't be online in a long. I haven't been online in a long time, so therefore, people will probably try to join just to come in and say hi or whatever. But that don't bother me. I mean, when you got 200 YouTube subscribers, you know, they tend to want to come in and say hello to, you laughing. I mean, it's true. You know, I know, like, I did have more, but when I stopped playing, I guess people like, oh, he ain't broadcasting anymore. Somebody watching the thing now, must be Mike.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte.
You want me to send it to you? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. How many minutes we playing on?
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
20.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
180. 20. Great.
Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 12. Roethlisberger going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Right back to Connor here on first. He will push his way down to about the 14. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Like 80. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, guys. Kill. 50.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gun. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Gun. Right here.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day, every day, any day. 50. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Don't let him breathe.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Connor. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the step.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 25 yards. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
They start with a give to Connor. He's still barreling through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike. Black 20. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They run with Connor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
General West.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch QB drop. 8. Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5.
Newton now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with Connor. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Mike. Check, 59. Bandit.
Connor. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It's like 20. 59. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On second down now, it's Connor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
It's going to be a long day. Alert.
On third down, Roethlisberger able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Block 80! 54 Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Hey, alert.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
Here we go.
I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
GG.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
You know the reason why you tapped it too fast? No, I'm talking to him. Do you know the reason why he tapped it too fast? You thought my guy had ran off sides. That's one thing too.